and I've been looking at one of these things for a while. But the simplicity and genius of the design is just killer, and Bruce really liked it. So we'll give you a review on it today. What's going on, bee herders? Well, the day, or at least one of the days, we've been waiting for has finally come. We're going to harvest a little honey today for the first time in our 80% complete honey house. We've been struggling and rushing and working between all the removals and our normal jobs and everything else to get the building up to a point where we could harvest honey and hopefully be sealed up enough that we don't have to deal with a bunch of bees trying to get in here with us. We're not going to try to pull anywhere near all of our honey today. Maybe 50 gallons just to run through our setup here. I'll show you what we've got going on. All right, so you guys have seen some videos of the honey house. We're just going to try to run through, do enough today to streamline our process. We've got our uncapping station set up and our extractor, and we finally got water and drainage and all that stuff, and our stainless table and storage, the bottling tank, and the main shop over there. Eventually this will all be closed in, but so we're going to kind of see how our flow goes. Just pull some supers here at the home bee yard and kind of see how things work out. We'll give you a good review today on the simple.harmony.farms Uncapper. I got to tell you, my buddy Bruce Jenny, and if you've not subscribed to his page, we'll put a link to it, but Bruce's Bees, he did a good review on it, and I've been looking at one of these things for a while. But the simplicity and genius of the design is just killer. And basically starboard, I'm not sure what these rollers that perforate came out of, but I'm sure they weren't designed for this. And some O-rings to kind of put tension on the two as you push the frame down between them. But Bruce really liked it, and I think we're going to like it too. We'll eventually upgrade to a larger system, a chain uncapper or something like that. But for now, I think it's going to solve one of our bottlenecks. And you guys saw the the unboxing video for the licensed 30 frame extractor. Today we'll give you some video on it actually in use. Note I've not bolted it to the floor yet because we're not 100% sure that's where it's going to be. It won't be permanently affixed anyway. I'm going to do it so that I can unbolt it, move it out of the way when it's not in use to give us more room in here, but I prefer not to drill so many holes in my concrete. Anyway, so that's where we're set up, ready to go for today. It's the end of May, a couple weeks behind where we'd like to be harvesting honey, but that's life. It's going to get you. So stay tuned. Should be an exciting day here at Rankin Bee Ranch. I'm looking forward to it. Not so much. Okay, folks, quick review on the Simple Harmony Farms Uncapper. Mike, Todd, and myself all agree this thing is the bomb. Absolutely fantastic device. Like I said in the initial portion of the video, it's just genius in its simplicity. We have figured out, though, that the frame grip goes a long way in helping with it. So you can see this frame's fully capped, comb's drawn out just a little bit past the face of the wood. I'm just going to ease it down in here. Oh, look, I finally got stung today. What do you know? I put my hand down on one of the bees we drug up here. Anyway, we'll push this down, grab it with the frame grip now. It's right at the top, work it a little bit. Out she comes. You can see by and large on that first pass it's done. If I tilt it a little bit, especially this frame grip, go back that way, tilt it and go back that way, boom, done. Everything's uncapped. There's very little cappings to deal with. And into our uncapping tank we go. Bada boom, bada bing. So again, the frame grip allows me to pull it back at an angle. Last one down through. And we're out, done. Mike will have to hit the top of that one time with the pin roller. And that one will be done, taters ready to go. Just a few caps missed. So the key that I found is don't try to go straight up and down with the frame grip. You can tilt it a little bit more easily and pull it in and out. But for the sideliner, a small time beekeeper, 350, 400 bucks, it's worth every penny of it. We've not brought her up to speed yet. We're waiting on Dylan to get back with the drill bit because I didn't have a bit big enough to bolt it to the floor like I want to. Got the bolts, but no bit. We've already made one run, 30 frames, medium frames from Todd Chambers Hay Farm and Derelict Tractor Emporium. And that was 10 gallons, so 30 frames, mediums is 10 gallons. This is 30 deeps. We're interested to see how much that's going to be. I suspect more than 10 gallons. We're running about 160 frames. We ran 30 of his and about 160 of mine today. So you can do the math. And really, it's probably only about a third, maybe, of what we're going to pool this year. So there'll be a lot of honey in this place. Our homemade uncapping station working like a champ. We're just tired and too lazy to go ahead and uncap and fill it back up. So I was checking that. The cappings in that screen are from his 30 and our 30 deep. So not going to be a ton of cappings to deal with using the Simple Harmony Farms extractor, or uncapper rather. And some cone that broke off the frames as we were uncapping. Hey, so Todd was asking, and we've told him this 100 times. Like we get asked a lot of times why honey looks differently in frames than. So we've got a couple of examples laid out here. We'll talk quickly about that. You see this comb here is beautiful, white. You know, what everyone sees, textbook honeycomb. This is darker honeycomb, and darker here a little bit, but a little bit lighter here. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the type of honey or the nectar source of honey that's under this capping. This honey is dry capped honey. There's an air pocket between the wax capping and the honey. This honey is wet cap honey. There's no air pocket. The wax is laying right on top of the honey, just like if you laid saran wrap or cellophane right on top of a bucket of water. And then this is the same. Now, over time, dry cap honey may turn into wet cap as that air, this honey softens, or this wax capping softens and rehardens from heating and cooling while it's in the hive. This may become that. But it does not necessarily mean it's a different type of honey. There's just an air pocket in here. Now, as luck would have it, these two frames are fall honey. This is probably more goldenrod. It's a darker honey. This frame is definitely this spring's honey. This is going to be wildflower, a lot of clover, privet, Chinese tallow, maybe a little bit of that in here. because it's really going well right now. So not necessarily the type of honey or the nectar source for the honey, more just about how the bees put the wax on top of that cell. Okay, we're currently still spinning those 30 deeps. We got her bolted to the floor now because, well, it was going to walk out and back to Poland if I didn't. So that's max revolution. An extremely quiet machine. The humming you hear in the background is a fan. What do you think, Bud? Best ever honey? Yeah. Absolutely best ever honey. Yeah. We have all the supervisory crew out here now. Kylie, the CEO. Sam, president. He's highly enthused. And then just us worker peons. Who? Peace. What is that? 2. That is a 2. How much is that?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Brain sucker!
Yeah!
We got Dylan cleaning up the Uncapper a little bit, but it's ready to go. I think we've all come to the conclusion while we absolutely love the Uncapper, we absolutely love the extractor, this homemade uncapping station was quite possibly the best thing we invested in. Well, bee herders, it's been a long day. We started about 8 a.m. We'll start pulling boxes till about 10:30. It's about 8 p.m. now, so 12 hours later, everything's cleaned up. Uncapping station's outside, rain's getting it, and the bees will finish cleaning it up tomorrow. We'll stack the cap boxes tomorrow, let them get robbed out, and some of them will go into storage, and some of them will get stacked back. Maybe hoping to draw a little bit more honey here in this late haul. Extractor's all clean and shiny, new. All the rest of us are dirty. But the good news is, there's the haul for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 70 gallons, folks. Between 65 and 70. A couple of bottles or buckets aren't quite full. They're close. So somewhere between 65 and 70 gallons. It's probably around a third of what we'll harvest this season. So pretty good year to be getting back on our feet with the rain. Still a long ways to go. Rain, and of course all this nice mud around the shop with the dirt that we're still landscaping. Nicely done, baby girl. Nicely done.
I'm the winner?
You're the winner for certain. You are the winner.
I am the winner.
Everybody, girl. Everybody get in the picture. Everybody get in the frame. Look at the camera. You will say, keep on, okay? And then you can say something to Braylon. That's absolutely right. All right, folks, this is a wrap. We got her done for the day. We're all extremely exhausted except this one, who's eating a gallon of honey on her own today, one finger at a time. And is absolutely the muddiest now. So we're going to sign off. We'll talk at you later.
Do you know Raymond that I love her?
We'll tell her that now. Tell her to keep on keeping on. So, keep on.
Keep on keeping on!
Keep on keeping on, yeah.